Chapter 62-29. Charlie felt that this was indeed an opportunity for the Wade family and the Yin family to reconcile. After all, it was not convenient for him to show up for the time being. But the Wade family and the Yin family had been relatives for many years. Although there had been many complaints for a long time before. Now that the Yin family had come to China, it was natural for them to want to restore their relationship with the Wade family. And it would not arouse suspicion from the outside world. So, Charlie agreed without hesitation and planned to ask his grandfather to come to Orris Hill when he returned, so that the two sides could meet and talk things out. And by the way, finalize the cooperation. Pollard was also ready to resign from Orris Hill Finance and fully help the Yin family and Charlie develops their car manufacturing business. After the general direction was finalized, he asked the Yin family and Charlie, "Since we are going to establish a new car brand, I wonder if you have ever thought about what brand name for it?" Everyone couldn't find inspiration for a while. Tessie, who had been silent, said, "Since it is a cooperation between the Yin family and Charlie, why not call it Anshan Automobile? The combination of Yin family and Charlie's Chinese name." Charlie smiled and said, "Aunt, I can't come forward for this investment. The Wade family has to come forward. Calling it Anshan may not be reasonable to outsiders." Tessie asked him, "Then call it An Wade?" Marshall shook his head and said, "An Wade sounds weird. It's not grand enough to be a car name." Marcus smiled and said, "The Remy automobile is named after food, which sounds okay." Marshall said, "That's because they have been in the mobile phone business for many years. And the company and brand awareness have long been known. The situation is different for us." Just when everyone couldn't think of a suitable name, the old man suddenly said, "Let me suggest one." Everyone looked at the old man, waiting for his next words. The old man sighed lightly, and then said loudly, "I think it should be called Changying." Changying? Everyone was stunned for a while. No one thought that the name proposed by the old man was actually the eldest son-in-law who had been dead for nearly 30 years. At this time, the old man sighed and said, "Changying, this name has been lingering in my mind for nearly 30 years. Whenever I think of the high-spirited figure of the year, I feel ashamed and feel that I owe him too much. If I can use his name to create a world-class car brand, it will be a part of my and your memories for him." After that, the old man said, "Besides, the name Changying is of great significance to us Chinese people. The great man once said that when the long tassel is in hand today, when will the blue dragon be tied?" These two words not only represent the revolutionary power and spirit, but also the artistic conception of fearlessness and heroic spirit on the battlefield. If you close your eyes, it's like seeing a young ancient general riding on a warhorse and sweeping through thousands of troops. A pair of red ribbons behind his helmet flutter in the wind as he gallops on his horse. Which is fascinating. When everyone heard this, their eyes were still a little red. Changying Wade, the second son of the Wade family, was such a dazzling existence among the Chinese people around the world at that time. It's a pity that he died young and didn't have the chance to show his talent on the global stage. The artistic conception described by the old man was really exciting. Everyone seemed to see the general galloping on the battlefield and the red tassel fluttering in the wind.